Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. So today, inshallah, in this first episode of this Afterlife series, I will be talking about death, which is the first part of, what leads to the afterlife. Once you go through death, then you go towards the afterlife. And death is something that everybody fears, non-Muslim, Muslim, everybody does not like to talk about death. Nobody likes to think about death. Nobody wants to die, and nobody wants to, dwell on, death. Nobody really wants to talk about it. Now in Islam, we are supposed to be prepared when death will overtake us. Meaning, don't be committing major sins or minor sins in large number, and make sure that you do your good deeds sincerely. Death is something that no one can escape at all. Nobody can escape it. No way, no how. Death will find you and death will take you. There's no way to escape it. Even if you find, and I'm just being hypothetical here, even if you find some sort of serum that you take, and let you live for some more time, what's going to happen after the effects of the serum wear off? You're going to die. So there's really no escape from death, one way or the other. You will never escape death. Some days, if you read the news, you will see people who have passed on, and this is a reminder from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we will go as well. And another example is when you say a close friend or a close family member passes away, and as the burial is happening, what do you think? That's gonna be me one day. It will be me one day. I will be the one who will be dead. I will be the one who will have the ghusl done to me. I will be the one who will be clothed I'll be clothed. I will be the one who will be put inside the ground. And this is why when we visit the graves of those we have lost, it is to remember that this will be our fate in the end. Now, what happens at the time of death? Now, there's two situations that can occur. Either, black scary angels in this first scenario will come and they will go near your head and say, "O evil soul, come out to the anger and wrath of Allah." Then the soul will be scared, will be frightened, and it will hide. And the angel of death will take the soul out and will feel like, as the hadith says, a piece of wet wool and a branch of thorns. Can you imagine how much that would hurt? It's a piece of wet wool. You put it in a thorn bush, and as you're pulling it out, it's hard to pull out. It's really hard, and some of the strands are still stuck in the thorn bush. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect us from this. And then the soul is wrapped up in a wrapping from hell, and it's taken to the first heaven, where the angels will say, "Who is this filthy soul?" And the angels say, "This is the soul of so-and-so," meaning the name. And they ask permission for the second sky, but they will be denied permission. Then the angels hear a sound from above that says, "Write their book in the lowest levels." And the soul is left to fall from the sky into the grave. May Allah, as I say, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from this. And quite oppositely, the angels from heaven will come down with white faces. They say, "Come out to the pleasure and happiness of Allah." And the soul comes out of the body like the hadith says, a drop of water coming out of a pitcher. Now, think about it this way. Whenever you have a water bottle and you're pouring the water bottle into a cup, how does it come out? It comes out smoothly, very calm, nice and smooth. It doesn't come out, roughly at all. It comes out nice and smooth, and it's very calming. So may Allah grant that to us, and may He make death easy for us, and may He make our deaths good deaths. Then it is wrapped in the wrapping of Jannah, and there is a scent of Jannah put on it, and the soul begins to ascend to the first sky. The inhabitants of the first sky say, "Who does this beautiful soul belong to?" And the angels say, "This is the soul of so-and-so. May it be our names, inshallah." They ask permission to go to the second sky, and they are granted permission, so they send up through the second, the third, the fourth, and so on, until they finally get to the seventh. And a voice will call out, "Who does this beautiful soul belong to?" The angels reply, "This is the soul of so-and-so." And the voice will say, "Write their books in the highest level." And the soul goes back down to the grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst the second group that I listed, and may He protect us from the first, being amongst those who are from the first group, and may He grant us all good deaths, and may He make death easy for us, and may He protect us from ever dying in a state of sin or a state in which we have not done good. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all good deaths. Ameen. Okay, inshallah, I hope you all have benefited from this video, and if you could please share this with your friends and your family, so this way they may benefit from it as well. And inshallah ta'ala, until I see you all next time, I leave you all in peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.